Hello guys, welcome back to SWS Boxing. Today I've got Aston Brown on. It's fight week for him. He's boxing for the vacant Celtic middleweight title against Paul Kean, who's 19 and 4. It's over 10 rounds live on the zone at the Brainhead Arena in Glasgow this Saturday. How we doing, Aston?
I'm good, mate. I'm brilliant. Feeling good. Excited for Saturday. Can't wait.
Yeah, all good. Since I last spoke to you, two knockouts
hmm
going well. Of course, I mean the last one being for the Scottish area title, which was vacant again. You beat an undefeated fight, another undefeated fighter in Reese Porter, and you won in the very first round where you knocked him down three times. Do you
Yeah.
believe that fight was? Because he's a good fighter at, that sort of Scottish area title. Do you sort of think like you showed levels in that
Yeah.
fight?
Yeah, 100%, mate. I said that before. Like in the press conference stuff, there's levels to boxing. Any boxer knows that, and anybody involved in boxing knows there's levels to every sport. Know what I mean? And I knew for a fact I was a different level for the sport, and they wouldn't have been in with anybody like me. And I proved that straight away. You know what I mean? In the first round, as soon as I caught him, he was on his seat, mate, and then it was over there. So, aye, a good performance, and roll on Saturday.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, lots of people was saying, "Oh, this is going the distance," but I told everyone that you'd. I didn't think it'd be that early. I'll
Mhm.
give you that. I thought maybe at the middle of the rounds because I thought he is tough, but
Mhm.
yeah, just like the Fergus Quinn fight, not many people expected you to stop him early doors. You're
Yeah,
stopping these good fighters at a decent level
yeah.
early doors. Did you think about after that fight with Reese? Did you
Mhm.
think about maybe defending that Scottish title or no?
Nah, not really, mate. To be honest with you, nah, I wasn't thinking about defending it against another Scottish fighter. I was looking to more push towards the more recognised titles, i.e., Commonwealth British. But obviously they're tied up just now with Liddard and Conway fighting for them. So I was looking outside for other titles and stuff, but this fight's came up. It makes sense because the two are Scottish. Sell loads of tickets, good night of boxing, two Scottish fighters, and then do the Celtic titles been added. So that's a nice wee incentive for me as well. So I'm looking forward to Saturday, mate. I'm looking forward to doing a job on Paul Kean and then pushing forward.
Yeah, of course, this is another step up in the right direction. Probably,
Yeah.
on paper, he's the most experienced
hmm
fighter. He's boxed at a good level himself, to be fair to
Yeah.
him. But yeah, why Paul Keane at this stage of your career? And of course, the Celtics title. It's another
hmm
title. You're going for another belt.
Yeah, well, I think Paul Keaton's obviously, as you said, he's boxed at a higher level as a professional than me. He's boxed the likes of Hamza Shiraz and stuff like that. But again, he was the B side every time he went to box at a higher level, and he get found out. No, I mean he gets stopped or he get beat. So he's had his step up. Um, he didn't take it. Know what I mean? And now it's my time. Know what I mean? I'll step in there, and I fully believe I'll do a demolition job in Paul Keane. I just believe, again, as I said before, there's levels to boxing, and I believe from a different level.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, I believe. Yeah, every time Paul sort of takes the step up to try and get him at the next step, he sort of
Yeah.
not. I wouldn't like to say failed.
hmm
The word failed, because that's not.
Yeah, no, he didn't fail.
But
He's just not good enough, mate.
just come up short. That's what I mean. Come up short.
Just not been good enough, and that's just sport in general. Never mind just boxing. It happens in every sport, mate. Some people hit their ceiling and they're just not good enough, or they just were in against better fighters. And I think the exact same thing will happen Saturday night. You'll be in against a better fighter than he is. You know what I mean? And that's me, and I fully believe that. But again, no, I never, no disrespecting anything Paul's done or the challenges he's taken, but I'm here to I'm here to stay, mate, and I'm here to win. Know what I mean? I don't just go on the road to make up the numbers, or take fights to make up the numbers, or just because I'm getting paid well. I fully believe that I beat anybody. So, aye, same again Saturday night.
What level do you believe Paul Kean's sort of at? Do you think he's a bit below the Celtic, or do you think he's,
No,
at Celtic level, but you
yeah,
just believe that you're that step ahead?
yeah, no, that's the level I believe Paul Keane is. And to be honest with you, I don't know. Maybe he might be above that. Know what I mean, but I believe I'm above that. So my full concentration always on myself and then on my opponent, obviously, you know what I mean? And today was I work what's best for me, you know what I mean? I believe I'm a higher level than the Celtic level, if you want to call it. But again, I've got Paul Keane in front of me who I need to take care of on Saturday night to push forward. So full focus on Paul Keane, mate.
Yeah, of course, in the, press conference
Mhm.
when the first press conference when you did, I can't remember when it was, but I remember watching it. You done it when like the whole show was announced, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it seemed quite respectful between the pair of you.
There's no needle between me and Paul Keane. I respect Paul. I mean, he's not that type of guy. He doesn't come to Danish trash talking and anything like that. Maybe a wee bit like Reece Porter was, know what I mean? But maybe I started that. But it's not like that with Paul. Know what I mean, I actually like Paul. I think he's a nice guy and stuff like that. But this is just business, and it's a hurt business, and I like to hurt people, mate. So that's what I'll be intending to do on Saturday night.
Have you sparred Paul before?
Years and years ago, it could have been 5 or 6 years ago. So just it was just a few rounds move about. So I don't really take anything from that. Know what I mean? At all. But I know Paul's style. I know what he brings. He's probably more a back foot boxer, fast hands. Know what I mean? Not a massive puncher, as his record will show. But I don't underestimate anybody, mate. I mean, I just prepare for the best version of everybody and make sure the best version of Aston Brown turns up.
Yeah. Are you expecting a more, because he's a different kind of fighter
Yeah.
to Reece Porter, because Reece was sort of untested going into the fight.
Mhm.
It was a big
Yeah.
step up for him. Whether you had fought Fergus Quinn before,
Yeah.
would you say, yeah? How would you sort of say Paul Kean is compared to your last two opponents?
Completely different. Obviously Fergus is a southpaw so- and Paul's a southpaw, so they've got the similarities, but completely different styles. I believe Paul is more a back foot boxer, as I said. Know what I mean? He'll move and try and maybe switch it and pick shots and stuff like that. So it'll be a bit of a different fight, mate. I think initially, but every fight every fighter has to engage at some point. You know what I mean? You can't just run away for 10 rounds or move away for 10 rounds. You can't do that in professional boxing, or I won't let you do that. And you have to engage at some point, and that's when it might catch fire, mate. You know what I mean? And that's when I believe I take over.
Yeah. Have you sort of got a fight deal with Queensberry and Frank Warren?
Not at the moment, mate, no, but we're in talks. We'll certainly be more in talks after Saturday night. So
One step at a time.
one step at a time, mate, know what I mean? We've got a job to do Saturday night. Look good doing that, and then you never know what the future holds. But full focus on Paul Keane, mate. Know what I mean? Fully focused. Because I don't take my eye off the ball. I mean, I've been in this game far too long. Um, and to look what's right in front of me, and that's Paul Keane. I'll be on Saturday night, and go and do a demolition job and look good doing it.
Do you believe yeah, it'll be as soon as you land, do you believe it'll be game over as soon as you get in in reach?
Yeah, not necessarily. I don't think, not necessarily. I'm not going to say that as soon as I land a shot, that'll be over. I'm not saying I'm this big, massive Golovkin puncher. You know what I mean? I've never ever said that anyway, but I believe I hit a lot harder than Paul Keane, and I believe I pick my shots a lot better. I mean, I just believe I'm a general all-round better boxer and a harder puncher. So you put the two together, then you put his two together. Who comes out on top? You know what I mean? But again, it's boxing, so We need to see what's going to happen Saturday night, mate. But it's exciting. I'm looking forward to it. You know what I mean? I'm all looking forward to it. As you said, it's a different style. The last two, the Fergus Quinn and Reece Porter, you probably knew I knew I was going to get two guys come forward and want to have a fight. But again, the two of them walked into shots and it was over. Probably a wee bit different. Probably it'll be a bit more a technical boxing match. But again, it's professional boxing. Punches are going to get thrown and punches are going to get landed. So we'll see.
Yeah, of course. Is for the Celtic title, as we've
Yeah.
mentioned a few times. But what does the Celtic title mean for you? Of course, you mentioned that Lonsdale belt, which every British fighter wants to win. And of
hmm
course, I know full focus is on Paul Kean, but you will have a. Is it hard not to sort of look over Paul Kean, knowing there might be a big British title fight coming up towards the back end of the year or start
It's
of
not.
next year?
It's not hard for me, mate. I think it's more hard for the fans and people I know because they always speak about like the big fights and the British title and but for me it's no hard mate because I've been in this game far too long where your fans or your family maybe haven't been involved in boxing as much as I have.
Yeah.
I know that it's full focus almost right in front of you. Too many fighters have looked ahead.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? It doesn't work out.
Mm.
That won't happen on Saturday night. And my full focus is on Paul Keane. I expect the best version of Paul Keane to turn up, um, and you'll get the best version of Aston Brown. And then,
Because it's a big opportunity for him as well.
of course, it's up. And I think that's probably one of the reasons that he's taking the fight. You know what I mean? Because of the platform it's on, Queensbury, Nathaniel headlining, the zone. You know what I mean? Good money. That's the reason Paul probably taking the fight. I don't think he'd have taken it if it would have been a small hall show. It wouldn't make any sense for
Mm.
either of us. But again, Paul Coon was put towards me because it's an all Scottish clash, and I just accepted it because I'll fight anybody. You know what I mean? And again, it's a massive platform for me to go and showcase my skills. So I fully intend on doing that.
Yeah, 100%. And of course, you know, all eyes are on lots of people looking forward to the Collins main event, is it's understandable, but your fight as well is getting a lot of attention and a lot of fans talking about UV Paul Keane.
Yeah, yeah, it's because I think that obviously the last two performances against, as you said, undefeated fighters, a lot of people will say, I struggle to say this because I don't know why, but the last fight against Reece Porter to pick a winner, me or Reece, I don't know why people are picking Reece, but anyway, that's just boxing. But I understand that people might have picked Fergus Quinn when I fought him. I was going over Ireland.
Because he
Fergus
was
was
on a good little roll, wasn't
Oh,
he?
he was in a good run and he was tipped off the Conlons and stuff like that. So if you've got people that are backing you who really know their boxing, that people will listen. Um, but again, me and Paul Keane Saturday night. I mean,
Mm.
it'll be a good fight, mate. There's a lot of attention on it because obviously my knockouts in my last two. I think people want to see me back and maybe a wee bit of people speaking about me and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So they want me to see me in a good fight and but as you said, Paul Keane's got a lot of experience. He's got 24, 23 or 24 fights. That's a lot of fights as a
Yeah,
professional.
yeah, I think he's 19 wins, 4 defeats, or something
Aye.
like that.
So
Yeah.
he's been about for a long time, but that can go in your favour or go against you because it's experience, but it's miles on the clock.
Mm.
It's different if you're 20 odd fights in, you've been knocking people clean out in 2, 3, 4 rounds, or you're a big puncher. Paul's not a massive puncher, so mostly the time he goes the distance, and that's a lot of miles on the legs. Know what I mean? But we'll see Saturday night, mate. Know what I mean? Tune in on it live on the zone.
Yeah, 100%. I'm sure lots of fans, we're all going to be tuning in across the world to watch
Yep.
these big fights. Do you know, of course, you'll probably find that out tomorrow. Have you got a press conference tomorrow, have you?
Yeah, there's a press conference tomorrow, mate.
So will you find out what time you'll be boxing?
I think so. I think I'll find out more tomorrow. sort of the schedule over the next few days.
I can imagine you should have a decent like slot maybe opening the TV hopefully. Or
I would hope so, mate. I would think so, and no, I would hope so because it didn't happen the last time. Obviously, I was on the just before the TV, but obviously with that sort of performance, maybe they want to see me back in the ring because they know what I can do. So hopefully, I'll be opening the live TV, mate. That'd be nice.
yeah,
Uh,
because you both deserve it, and it's a big grudge match in Scotland as well.
of course, exactly, and it's for the Celtic title and the Scottish title. So
Oh, is the Scottish on the line as well? Is it?
I'll put my Scottish title on the line as well, mate. No, I mean that
Oh,
was
so two
that,
belts up for grabs, even
there's two,
better.
there's two belts up for grabs, mate. So Aston Brown will come home with a new belt on Saturday night.
Yeah, so you and steel, but and the new at the same time.
Exactly, mate. It sounds good.
Yeah. But you'll let everyone know, when you find out
Soon as I
exactly what
find,
time.
aye, as soon as I find out, mate, tomorrow or at the weigh-in, then I'll just put it in my socials, sort of what time I'm on and stuff like that, but the schedule is.
Good, good. And yeah, can I have a final prediction or yeah, well, your final prediction for the fight and a final message to not only your supporters but just to all the fans in general.
Final prediction for the fight is Aston Brown demolition job. So you can take that how you want it. And massive thanks to all the fans, all the supporters, and all my sponsors as well. I couldn't do it without them. My main sponsor, Neil Walker Landscaping and Driveways, my two best mates. Know what I mean? They support me massively. So massive thanks to them and massive thanks to all the fans who have bought tickets and are coming to watch on Saturday night. Tune in, man.
100%. And yeah, well, thank you for your time, Aston. I do appreciate it, especially on fight week and all the best on Saturday.
Thank you very much, mate, man. Take it easy, mate. All right. Thanks, mate. Cheers.
And you. Bye, mate.
Bye, mate.